global fashion powerhouse, its roots entwined with the dark past. From Nazi uniforms to modern runways, this is a story of industry, war, and reinvention. Hello and welcome to Xplained by NewsX. Today, we delve into the realm of fashion to understand the transformative journey of this big brand. Hugo Boss is a name that now dominates global fashion and popular culture. The brand is known worldwide for apparel, accessories, and fragrances, with stores in over 100 countries. But few people know that it has a history rooted in darker times. The company was founded in 1924 by Hugo Ferdinand Boss in Metzingen in Germany. It started as a small garment manufacturer specializing in workwear and raincoats, and had built a reputation for quality tailoring even in its early years. But shifting political winds with the rise of Nazism in the 1930s changed the company's path forever. A mere decade after its founding, Hugo Boss had become an official supplier to the Nazi Party and the Wehrmacht. It produced uniforms for the Schutzstaffel and for the Storm Troopers. By 1938, the firm employed over 1,000 workers. But that was not enough to meet the demand created by the Nazi regime's increased militarization, especially with the onset of the Second World War. As the regime continued demanding more uniforms, the company resorted to using forced labor from occupied countries. These workers toiled under harsh conditions, often without pay. This went on for years. The war ended in 1945. With the world learning of the horrors of the Holocaust and other crimes against humanity, all those associated with the Nazi regime then faced repercussions. During the denazification process, Hugo Boss, the company, and its founder were classified as Mitläufer, or a follower of Hitler. In fact, documents show that Hugo Boss was himself a member of the Nazi Party right up until his death in 1948. Thus, the post-war period was difficult for the company. Hugo Boss struggled to rebuild and reposition itself in a divided and devastated Germany. It was not until the late 1950s and early 60s that the brand transitioned into civilian clothing, making workwear, men's suits, and casual fashion. Even so, Hugo Boss remained a family-owned business until the late 1980s. The company then went public in 1988 and embraced globalization, entering new markets in the United States, Asia, and elsewhere. This international expansion transformed the company into the luxury fashion brand we know today. However, Hugo Boss has never forgotten its past. It has taken steps to acknowledge and address its history through transparency and corporate responsibilities. In the 1990s and 2000s, Hugo Boss funded historical research and memorial projects to honor forced laborers and victims of the Second World War. This reflection is part of a wider trend in the German industry to confront the legacies of the Nazi era with openness and accountability. Today, Hugo Boss has embraced modern values of diversity, sustainability, and ethical business practices. In recent years, the company has invested in sustainable materials, fair labor practices, and inclusivity in design as well as marketing. As the fashion industry continues to evolve, the Hugo Boss of today is a far cry from its complex roots. While the dark chapters remain part of his historical record, Hugo Boss's future is focused on style, innovation, and responsible business. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more such interesting insights on NewsX.